Hey friends, Sean from SGTreport.com here with an important silver, gold, and cryptocurrency update. As we speak, Ethereum is broken well over the $300 mark, and in fact at one point was at $350. We're going to talk about that here in 1 second. But first I want to address this information from Andrew Maguire. This appeared at kingworldnews.com today, and according to Andrew Maguire, in 26 days there will be a monumental event in the gold market. And in this King World News interview, Andrew Maguire basically lays bare the fraud that we've all talked about and know well about at the COMEX and at the LBMA. The COMEX specifically, the jig is almost up, and according to Andrew Maguire, he won't say exactly what, but a huge purchase of physical gold is imminent. It suggests a potential run on the COMEX because the paper games being played at the COMEX are now as obvious as the lies of the DNC as it relates to the Russians hacking the election nonsense. So keep your eye on the gold market and, of course, the silver market. What goes for the gold market goes double for the silver market. The manipulation is even more overt and more criminal in the silver market. They have to produce even more ounces of paper silver and sell those ounces of paper silver via the COMEX into the market to cap the price of silver. It's what they've been doing. It's proven. We now know that Deutsche Bank is guilty of this manipulation, HSBC. These international banks collude to keep the prices of the precious metals down in an effort to keep the petrodollar the world's reserve currency. When silver and gold spike in price the way we've seen these cryptocurrencies spike in price, it will be the end of the dollar. And as we've talked about so many times before, the end could come like a thief in the night. Now let me give you an example of how that could occur. You guys have to remember that just 22 days ago I produced this video, Could Ethereum Go to 1,000? And when I produced that video, Ethereum was at $127, up $40 on that day alone. Ethereum not long ago was trading for $7 or $8. It spiked to 20, and it's been Katie bar the door ever since. And today the price action in Ethereum is even catching zero hedge. As I said before, Ethereum was over $350 per coin earlier today, and it caught the eye of Zero Hedge, who wrote, Ethereum prices surge over 300. Has the cryptocurrency asset class arrived? They write, it's not just Bitcoin anymore. Digital currencies have another big winner now, Ethereum. Ether is the coin. And as Lombardi Letters' Benjamin Smith explains below, it's more than just good news for early investors. The Ethereum price explosion ultimately signals digital currencies aren't just flash in the pans, they are morphing into legitimate alternative assets, nudging their way into the mainstream. And here's, I think, one of the more important things people need to understand. Arguably the biggest proof of cryptocurrency transcendence, they write, has been the upswing in institutional involvement. This is the smart money that generally calls trends correctly. Guys, I think that's a very important point, because when I wrote about Ethereum at 127 and I bought my first position in Ethereum, just a handful of coins at 20, at 127 it was still just the smart money who knew about Ethereum. I guarantee you, your friends, neighbors, and colleagues know less about Bitcoin and Ethereum than they do about silver and gold. And they don't know jack diddly about silver and gold either. Now we're watching the Ethereum price live here via my Coinbase account, and I think it's just something to keep an eye on, because as I said in that video, could Ethereum go to 1,000? And my argument was that when institutional money joins the party, a $100 billion market cap of Ethereum would send the price over $1,000 per coin. And it appears that we're headed that way. If we take a look at the cryptocurrency market caps right now, Ethereum is gaining on Bitcoin in a very substantial, significant way. It's at $32 billion in total market cap versus the granddaddy of cryptos, Bitcoin, which is at $48 billion in market cap. And if we take a look at the price of Ether, just in the past day, it's up 23%. In the past week, it's up 45%. And in the past month, it's up 266%. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, all available via Coinbase, and definitely a story we will continue to keep our eye on, because, again, my thesis, could Ethereum be the next $1,000 per coin cryptocurrency? Well, absolutely it could be. It could hit $100 billion market cap, and much sooner than I thought it might. And as many have argued, the Ethereum technology and blockchain, being so different from Bitcoin, may well prove to be even more valuable than Bitcoin.
It has so many components that Bitcoin does not. Now, it's not to say Bitcoin is lagging them because Ethereum is entirely a different kind of a critter. Its blockchain is larger, faster, more diverse. Um, it is as well encrypted, but it's entirely intended to support a corporate overstructure. And this overstructure is going to be the interaction of all these software robots that will fuel themselves on Ethercoin through this complex algorithmic process that converts Ether into what's called Whey, and then Whey into what's called gas. And it gives the gas to the robot, and the robot can go on out and do work for you, like make money for you. So basically, what we'll all do is we'll end up building hedge fund robots or bank robots or money transfer robots or house buying robots or whatever, give them a few ether coins. It has so many components that Bitcoin does not. Now, it's not to say Bitcoin is lagging them because Ethereum is entirely a different kind of a critter. Its blockchain is larger, faster, more diverse. Um, it is as well encrypted, but it's entirely intended to support a corporate overstructure. And this overstructure is going to be the interaction of all these software robots that will fuel themselves on Ethercoin through this complex algorithmic process that converts Ether into what's called Whey, and then Whey into what's called gas. And it gives the gas to the robot, and the robot can go on out and do work for you, like make money for you. So basically, what we'll all do is we'll end up building hedge fund robots or bank robots or money transfer robots or house buying robots or whatever, give them a few Ethercoin and say, y'all go off and work and tell me when you're done. And they'll be able to work globally. They'll be able to work without borders. It is going to be just really fantastic. And in fact, it could even work off planet as long as we had a continuous internet connection off to the moon or wherever. So it's really, Ether is really cool. It's not like Bitcoin. Bitcoin serves an entirely different function and purpose within the crypto space ecosphere.
Stay tuned, lots of action to come in silver, in gold, and in the cryptocurrencies as the fiat dollar is laid bare, along with the yuan, the yen, and all of the other fiat currencies on planet Earth. As those fiat currencies begin to hyperinflate, that money is going to go into some very unusual and little known places, not the least of which is the cryptocurrencies. And just one final word, if you'd like to hear that Andrew Maguire interview, you can go over to King World News and listen to it directly there. And if you'd like to hear a recap of it and some commentary about it, you can check out Jay Snip's channel, Massive Breaking News. Huge precious metals fireworks may be about to start. And you can hear Jay Snip's commentary on that Andrew Maguire interview. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. And for real news 24/7, visit us at sgtreport.com.
The powers that be are sort of freaking out because they're losing. They didn't anticipate the springing of cryptos. It was universe providing us the opportunity to express ourselves outside of the slave system that has been imposed on us, and it's got them all freaked out because they can't close these doors once universe makes them.